Welcome all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. My name is Weronika Chodakowska, and we start our discussions today about music, and exactly piano music, because with us in the studio is Weronika Chodakowska, a pianist. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for your invitation.
And you're not, I would say, an ordinary pianist, because you don't only play a contemporary music, but you're trying to do something different. And this is playing a forgotten Polish literature or piano literature. But starting from a project which you were involved, or you are involved, and this is music from Chopin's country. So music from Poland, of course, but as I understand, not only Chopin's music. So what is this project?
Music from Chopin's land is an international campaign by PWM edition. It's a Polish musical edition situated in Krakow. And this campaign was to promote other outstanding Polish composers who are not so famous as Frederick Chopin.
Who are? Give us the names of work. Who are you playing? Who are you trying to promote?
I was playing contradance, for example, of Maria Szymanowska, who was a real phenomenon for those times, because she was one of the first female pianists, concert pianists, who was traveling across Europe and giving concerts. And she also composed several great compositions. Frédéric Chopin also probably listened to her in Warsaw at her concerts. So also she was an inspiration, we can say, to him. Also, I have recorded pieces of Ignacy Jan Paderewski. I don't think that I have to. Yes, he's so famous. His achievements are well known in our country and abroad. Also, I have played the compositions for beginner pianists, such as Odes Among the Keys of Marek Stachowski, also one movement of Sonata, Opus 12 of Franciszek Mirecki, who was also in his times very, very popular, especially in Italy. He was an expert of opera and he has composed many operas there, but after his death, unfortunately, he was forgotten, and I had the pleasure to record his works as well. I think is very, very important for us, for musicians, for Polish musicians, is not to limit ourselves by performing only known and appreciated music of known composers, but also to show the public our heritage, our art, which was due to some historical turmoils forgotten. That's why I am doing that, because I find that it's very, very important for us and for the people, for our culture, because this is what builds our identity.
Tell us like few names or few musicians, and this would just literature include, which you are especially interested in promoting to wider audience.
Thank you for asking about this, because this is very important to me. Recently, I've been involved into preparing the repertoire, which includes works of Chopin continuators, and starting from Mikuli and ending on Ignaz Friedman. I will say a few words about Karol Mikuli, because maybe you don't know who was this composer and what was so special about him. So he's mostly known as an outstanding student of Frédéric Chopin, and also as one of the first publishers of his works. But not everyone knows that he also composed very, very nice, beautiful music, which was forgotten. Ignaz Friedman is known as a great pianist and really great interpreter of Chopin mazurkas, but he was also very, very successful in composition. He has composed great music for piano, such as, for example, Preludes Opus 80, which I'm performing at the concerts. This is beautiful and really rich stylistically work. And also I find it's very, very interesting to play it for the public, and I try to say something about those works, about composers, to make people more interested, that it's not only just going on stage and playing and then escaping home. I want that the people know what they are listening to, who was the person who created these works, and also then they will remember it better, apart, of course, the great music they composed, but also that they were people.
You also got involved in a project of premiere recording of Stanisław Moniuszko piano works. Tell us about Moniuszko a little bit, and also about his piano pieces. What are they about? What are you working on?
Actually, it was for me also very interesting to prepare for the recordings of piano transcriptions, because the works which are included in this recording were written for orchestra or for a duo, voice and piano, and I had to create my own version of it, but on the piano. So I had to take out from the piano what is best, and to create my own vision of those pieces, which was convincing and which would convince also the public, who knew already these pieces from other versions, from original versions. That was for me very, very interesting, and also I was not so influenced by those recordings. I have listened to them just to have an idea, maybe to have sometimes an inspiration to see from curiosity, but the vision was already in my head before. Well, I played it differently.
Tell us a little bit, how looks the daily life of a pianist? How often do you need to practice? What are your limitations? What do you have to travel always with a piano, or you're looking for a piano somewhere in the hotels, or how do you work?
My daily routine starts from feeding my cat. So maybe for some musicians it's typical, for some not. But talking seriously, it depends in which project I am. Usually, and it is good when you can practice every day. When I am preparing, like now, for the recordings, and I want it to be really good, I spend like 5 hours practicing on the piano and also working with the score, because I think that the most important work goes in the head. So I try to go sometimes for a walk and to imagine this music, to let this interpretation grow in my mind. But the daily routine of the pianist, like a concert pianist, practicing many hours, traveling also from place to place. I don't take the instrument with because it's too heavy, and we pianists usually look for the places and instruments to practice in certain places.
Do you have a favorite type of a piano, which you prefer the most? Is it like Steinway, or is it...
Yes, I like Steinways really a lot.
There are the things that you're looking for, like calling a hotel and asking, do you have a Steinway? Can I stay in there?
Well, it would be great if every hotel had it. Yes, but some good hotels, they have very nice grand pianos.
And then they could practice on this piano, yes?
Sometimes, yes, they are allowed to play it.
Well, in your life, you already won many international competitions, and so you performed in front of different audiences and in different countries also. And to all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily, now we invite you to listen to Weronika Chodakowska, how she plays, and maybe you will fall in love and come to a live concert of her.